uh,
Ooh.
James will be joining in probably a minute or two. I think the interview is on; it's just running over, so you'll probably see him come up. So just obviously admit him when he comes in.
Yep, will do.
All right, nice one. I'll leave you guys to it.
All right,
Hey,
thanks.
what's the crack?
Bye.
How are you today?
Yeah, good. Happy New Year to you guys.
Same
Good
to you.
you.
Happy New Year.
So new single came out.
Yes.
Yeah.
What do you reckon?
Yeah, I managed to get 3 listens in just as I got home from work before this, so that's good.
Oh, no
I was
way.
like, better bloody listen to it before I do this.
Oh.
Yeah, right on.
Yeah, we were just in the shop there and it was like, oh, it's out.
Yeah.
Because we just heard on Steve Lamack
No,
earlier.
cool.
Hey,
Who else are we waiting for? Just James.
just James, yeah.
Just James, but he'll be late. Like,
Nice hat.
Thank you.
Don't.
We're the hat wearers in this house. I don't know what that means. How was your Christmas?
Yeah, really chilled, thanks. Just went home, back to Reading, so not that far. Didn't really do much. I am the one person who like does barely anything over Christmas and New Year, whereas like everyone else goes mad, but it's my like rest period because the rest of the year is so crazy.
Yeah, fair.
So none of my family really drink or anything. So like we never get like pissed on Christmas Day. So it's like my detox.
Right on. Well, that's good. That's good too. It's nice to have a wee break.
Yeah, definitely. Because I never do dry January because it's my birthday in a couple of weeks. So
Oh, right, very good.
yeah.
What date's your birthday?
17th.
17th.
all right.
Yeah.
Capricorn.
Yes, Capricorn, yeah.
Me too.
I was like, how do you know?
So I've got
do you
a
want to wait till
long.
James comes, or do you want to just crack on, or what?
Yeah,
what
I
do you
can crack
think?
on. I've got a long list of questions from people as well, but I've chosen the best ones because,
Unreal, fine.
well, yeah, I won't say some were nonsense, but some were. Sorry, guys.
All good.
Cool. Well, let's start with the new single then. Just came out. If
Yeah.
you describe it in one word, what would it be?
Oh,
Can I say flat out with an like asterisk in the middle? Is that
Yep,
still
on
one
then.
word? Okay, that's mine. Flat out.
What about the rest of you?
I'd say banger, but I'm not sure you're allowed to say that about your own tunes. I just mean that it's short and it's fast and it's to the point. That's what I mean when I say that.
I think bangers allowed.
It's fucking good. That's what it is. G-O-D.
And what's the message with the new single? What's the message?
Well, there was 2 meanings that I was kind of pulling out of it, and perception wise after the event, because when we were trying to put the video together, I think the first time it was told this was return my head, as in the point that like you were born with a head that you didn't want, and you wanted to like give it back the same way you would give back a phone if it like wasn't working from the beginning.
Right.
But I think the meaning that I would probably take out of the song, like after the 5 of us making it and like reflecting on it myself, is like return my head to a place of peace and the belief that doing so is possible. I think in like the tune's just moving forward at such a pace and at such a vigor, and then kind of ends up in that like sort of rolling drum crescendo place that it's just like, for me it feels like you just get there, both in the narrative and in the sonics as well. So that's what it means to me.
That's a very nice description. Tick. And
Yeah.
How did you find directing the video?
I was sick. I was just very blessed that the boys give me the trust to do it. But yeah, we shot it in the boys always take the hand on me because I'm always trying to relate things back to being at school. Like coming back now after holidays was just like feeling it's like come back to school. But I actually then in fact went back to my old school to shoot it. Just because when I was like thinking about the concept and the space and the colors and like the way we wanted it to feel like really lo-fi, and there's like videos like Cornerstone that Richard Ayoade directed for the Arctic Monkeys. It's like a super simple concept, but like as the years went on, that is like one of the most sort of iconic images of the Arctic Monkeys that like just I don't know, clicked. So that was the start of the imagination for it, but I just believed that we could do something a wee bit more. And then I was just like it really is like, you know, like fucking my first music video way of like going towards it or whatever. So like just like camera cuts, and I wanted it to feel like, oh, how are they getting to each stage, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So yeah, but no, it was a true pleasure, and I was very grateful to the boys for giving me the license to go for it.
Oh, the video was always coming. We always knew there'd be a directorial debut.
No. And then when you all saw the finished product, do you think, oh God, what have we done here?
No, definitely not. We've talked that with other videos, but not this one.
So have you got the next single already lined up after this one? I know it's only just come out today, but do you know what you're going to be doing for that one? Or is
Yeah,
it
the next one's
surprise
Instant
yet?
Grass.
The
It'll
next
be out
one.
the same day as the album.
Ah, okay, cool. So not that long to wait then.
No, really not. It's what, like how many days? Like
Like
17 days?
2 weeks Friday, yeah. So
Yeah.
like,
And
Oh,
I'm
15
presuming
days.
you guys are very pleased to be having this new album coming out soon.
yeah.
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 You've really stuck with us. And we can't thank you enough for keeping believing in us. A great football manager once said, it's not about the intensity of the player, it's about the stamina. It's like how long they can stay doing what they're doing, and that like makes them like, you know, to be the best football players. So you guys and Feeling Fade's stamina and believing in us is really paying dividends, and we just appreciate it so much.
No worries. James has just entered the chat.
What's the crack?
Hello, how are you?
I'm good, yeah. I'm really good. Yeah, I'm chilling. Sorry, I'm a
That's
little bit I just came off another interview, so I'm just like a bit like, but I'm here.
That's good. Obviously, this is the most important one.
100%.
Yeah, it is.
Number one.
Yeah, number one.
Number one.
So shall we get some questions from some of our Feeling Face members?
Is this filmed or can I eat?
It's
It's filmed.
filmed. Yeah,
Oh,
it is being
fuck.
recorded. Although we might want to know what you are trying to eat. What's on the menu?
Well, my girlfriend's kindly made me this rice and vegetable sort of dish. You know, so
What
that's
sort of dish was that? It?
sort of dish. Yeah, I don't know, like sort of
He's not too
Bowl.
happy with
Kind of
it.
like it's like food, but yeah.
sort of food kind of thing.
It's
I'm
dressed
just doing my,
right.
you know, interview thing where I do like kind of things, you know, that I think maybe might work.
Sort of.
I said I was coming home to make a sandwiches earlier or dinner earlier, but all I did was make a sandwiches, which is
Yeah, I'm gonna wait until after this to eat.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with a couple of sambos.
couple of sandwiches.
So, if you could be in another Irish band, which one would it be?
You too. Yeah.
Right, okay. No comment. What about the rest of you guys?
Bloody Valentine, maybe?
Oh shit, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one. They never claimed them enough.
Yeah,
I
I
know.
would say that was more on brand than you two.
Listen to Green and Blue.
The gloaming for me,
Okay.
because that means I would be able to play like an Irish instrument very well.
I would love to have played with Van Morrison.
Yeah. Not a good one.
That ship has sailed.
Yeah, more, but like at some like in the 60s or 70s probably.
No, that
Before
fucking
the
ship has
vaccine.
sailed.
And if you could swap instruments with one of the other members of the Murder Capital, which would it be?
Bass.
Oh, okay.
I'd switch with James so that I could actually sing then.
Yeah, just kick him down the stairs one night and you'll be all right.
No, like as in like physically, I would be able to sing that.
Are we saying your voice isn't on par then?
It's like a bag of cats times, but I've got
Not true. Not
got-
true at all.
I've got an 8-note radius, and there's not many tunes you can sing in that. That's
Yeah,
the thing.
and they're all up here.
I sing those ones well though. But
Go check out the Foresters if you haven't.
Get GPB on a grouper tune.
I've done that. Anytime I'm like back at home, in like the church at home, you're not allowed to do any songs that aren't like, you know, Amazing Grace or church songs.
Yeah.
But I play Amazing Grace in Open D, and I play Living Room and Towers by Grouper at the start of it every time, and no one knows apart from me and my friend. So I play Grouper in church loads of times, and the priest doesn't know.
Wow, that's insane.
That is true. That is true.
You've
that
been
is a
looking for
real
fucking
phase- that's a
headlines
real
for
phase
weeks here,
exclusive.
like.
I've never told anyone that before.
If you could do a duet or a collaboration with somebody else, either a single artist or a band, can you think of anybody you'd like to do that with?
Nick Cave,
Yeah.
That's a good one.
straight up.
It could be a completely different genre of music, like trance, you know, like anything, hip hop.
I'd love to do something with Clairo. I want to learn how to write songs like her. That's a good one, right?
I think if we did something with Floating Points, it'd be fun.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
me too.
sure.
And then so obviously you've got the tour coming up, starting with the in-stores. So is that going to be stripped back kind of acoustic vibe for the in-stores?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you got any kind of surprises for those gigs, or is it going to be just quite chill?
Yeah, even the Dogs extended version.
And then you've got the normal tour as well, straight after that, basically.
Yeah.
I was just booking my travel and hotel for a couple of the nights because I forgot it's literally next month.
Yeah,
Yeah.
unreal.
Crazy. Came
And
around.
then, Manchester, Bristol, and London.
Great.
Beautiful.
Are there any of the dates that you're particularly looking forward to playing? Places you haven't played before or anything like that?
That Manchester one is, I'm really excited for that venue. So cool. Same with what's the Paradiso in Amsterdam.
Yeah.
I'm really excited for that.
Someone was saying to me actually the last band they saw in the Albert Hall was My Bloody Valentine.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Well, there we
So-
go.
There, I was like, "Fuck, we must be big enough."
The Albert Hall's the one in Manchester, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
we saw everything there. Yeah.
That's the thing. I was about to say, like, me and Irv were at the festival there. We saw everything, and it was like, it's kind of like a really nice thing to go back there and be playing it, you know?
Yeah. This is a ridiculously big venue.
I really like
Like your
that.
street as well. Like what? It's like almost 3 years to the day.
Yeah, it's just shy. We played it on the 28th of February last time, and now we're playing on the 26th. So it's
All right.
fully-
God,
all the
yeah.
shows, all the
It
fucking
is
shows.
long, but yeah, I guess how do you feel about seeing all the same kind of people down the front as well? Not me, obviously, I never go, but like everyone else.
we love seeing you guys like down the front. We love like it's like it's a very family feeling, you know, seeing everyone and you know, you see it's just I really enjoy that at Lafayette, seeing everyone and like hanging out afterwards.
So cool.
It's a
Seeing all
good
the
night,
people
that
from the fan page and stuff. It's just like it's a very nice feeling for us. It actually makes like tour feel a little bit less like separate from life in some way, I find.
Yeah, it can be really boring going touring because you're basically rocking up, traveling, doing the sound check, eating some food, doing some interviews, playing the gig, having a drink, going to bed, repeat.
I'd argue it's never boring, but it can be very challenging.
Yeah, definitely. Like it's bad enough I was doing it when I was in a band with 2 other people and you've got 5 of you. So
What was your band?
they were called Baxendale. It was an
Okay.
electro pop band in the early 2000s.
Oh
Oh
yeah.
wow.
So it was good. We played we did a tour in America. We played Benny Kassim. It was good fun.
Nice.
Nice.
You've
Wow,
got some
that's cool.
really quite terrible songs on Spotify still, so have a listen, and YouTube.
We're,
But,
we're,
yeah.
we're, we're both learning about each other today.
So yeah, it was good fun. Like I joined the band just before I turned 18 to about 23. So instead of going to university, I toured the world with a band. So it's much better.
Right on.
Nice.
Good way to live life.
Yeah, definitely. Didn't really make any money though, so I needed to get a real job, sadly.
I never mind the money. The money comes
Free
somewhere.
holidays abroad, basically, touring, so it was good.
Did you get sent in any juicy questions there?
Yes, let's have a look. So Alan would like to know, do you have any rituals or superstitions before you play a gig?
Yes, D has to go get his belt right before we go on stage.
Brush my teeth.
Brush teeth, yeah, brush teeth.
Yeah. Brush his teeth, check his bank
Yep.
account.
Oh dear. And then
We always do like a bit of a huddle.
yeah.
And I always scream just to annoy
Who's doing a
James.
huddle without me?
And he always holds a cigarette dangerously close to my shirt.
Yeah.
Well, just to see
keep
how
it all true,
flammable
yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
And then Jack would like to know, how do you guys deal with any negative emotions brought up by any of the sadder songs that you play?
Ooh.
Yeah, deep
Well,
one.
Jack, in with the hard ones.
Like,
You have to kind of just let yourself kind of get swept up in the emotion a little bit, I find, anyway, with On Twisted Ground, things like that.
yeah.
You can't- especially early on when we started performing that song the
Yeah.
first year, it was always, you know, it was so fresh and raw, I suppose, as well, and the meaning behind it as well. It would always, you know, it was a nice moment, I felt, because it was a moment of it's quite a sad song, but you know, being sad is okay as well, even if you're in front of a lot of people. You can it almost helps you get to that point of feeling like, okay, I am sad, rather than I think I'm sad.
Yeah.
I
I
think
think the audiences appreciate that as well.
I think the negative emotions I feel when I'm not connected to a song are harder than when I'm connected to a song.
That's a
Yeah.
good point.
Like, it's a really kind of horrible feeling when you're up there in front of a room of people and you're not feeling it. Then you just feel like it just doesn't. Whereas if you're feeling it and you can see that other people are feeling it, so
Yeah, that's like when it's like that's like why you go to a gig, and that's why you play music, is like this like amazing collective human emotion. You know what I mean? I think like when we started the band, when we started touring, though, I feel that like to do the song justice and to do the people that came to the show justice, that I had to like almost force myself into like that place of pain every night, and that ended up not really being that sustainable, or like it's not that real either, because like forcing emotion to like be this way, and I think like now when it's like playing the sadder songs is like in my own head, I always think about like walking like bent legged over sand slowly, if you can imagine that. And like that is the way that I try to like navigate myself and my emotions through like the sad songs, because it feels focused and it feels together, and it doesn't feel like you're denying what the song is either. But like that also could be something interesting for like the audience to see as a part of like a bigger picture, is that like you can actually navigate yourself through something difficult safely and come out the other end okay.
Yeah,
That's the
Yeah.
way I perceive it now.
definitely.
Really,
And
I can really relate to like what the lads are saying there, especially like I think especially what Irv was saying, like, 'cause there was times on tour when I had fears that like I would like be performing on Twisted Ground, I'd be like really forcing myself into that emotion, like forcing even like trying to force like really painful imagery from that, like from what my projection of that story was, and not feeling, you know, feeling quite numb to it at a certain point of touring it, and that brought on like great guilt. But in general, I feel like feeling the sadder emotions, like Dee was saying, like feeling that sadness, it's a beautiful thing to be able to like connect with your history in a way that isn't looking at a picture or you know, thinking back on something. So I find like when we're performing our songs, even now, like because they're so autobiographical, for all of us in different ways, it's a really unique way of connecting with our history, I find, you know.
Yeah, definitely. So, on a completely different note, Jamie McMillan has asked me to ask Dermot what he does on his day off.
Oh, that's from our interview.
Tell him that's on its way. I've had a lot of practice over the last while with days off. So
Jamie was interviewing us the other day, and like it was me, Pump and D, and like he was like, you know, you must be so excited for tour, guys. Like, you must be so. What are you most excited about for tour? And D was like, the days off.
Brilliant.
Go on, Jamie.
Oh, what
Tell him I might take up photography while I'm.
Yeah, well, I've seen you with a camera, so. So if you could listen to one album like ever made for the rest of your lives, what would it be?
Lost in the Dream by the War on Drugs.
Yep, that's a good album.
And the same.
Same album.
Like Love Supreme.
Pump's cheating here.
Bump, you fucking get the library out, like.
Get the library out, like you just don't know.
I'd say Surfer Rosa by Pixies.
Yep, good album as well.
Yeah.
So let's talk style. Who do you think out of the band has the best style?
What have you done here now?
Or is this a touchy subject?
I mean, in recent times, Gabe at Other Voices had like big wings on him. I mean, none of us wore wings before, so I think
I look like a bird. I look like a bird.
You know, like he was like a flamenco dancer.
Because I want to fly so high in the sky.
None of us have worn wings before, so I guess.
Real answer
Who
from a
knows
guy in
what's
a band.
coming out
We have
on
to
the floor.
retire that question to Gabe.
Where do you guys get your clothes from? Is it a mixture of like designer, vintage, just whatever somebody hands you, or do you like actually find it yourself?
You get a lot
Whatever
of
you can find, you know.
a lot
Yeah,
of good shit on Vestiaire. Like do a lot of like secondhand vintage stuff.
yeah.
Like vintage
Go on, like-
designers, kind of like
You go on like Depop and all of that.
don't go on Depop that
It's
much.
so hard to find stuff on Depop.
There's so much stuff.
You just need to know the good sellers. Like, really, you need to be in the know on Depop. Whereas in Vestiaire,
Right.
you can just like skim through brands that you like, you know.
Yeah.
So,
Would you say your favorite designers are?
well, now that like we're dressed by her, Simone Rocha, like just seeing all of her stuff is incredible. Like for real, like it's amazing. But other than that, I love Acne Studios.
What's the name of that guy? I like. I'm gonna butcher his name.
Tommy Hilfiger.
Ralph Lauren.
Nike. His name's like Carne Bollet.
Oh yeah, Carne Bolente. Yeah,
Bolente.
it's like that's
like a
that's
pasta.
good name. Yeah, it's like means boiled meat, I think.
I like him.
Yeah, that's good shit.
Etudes. I want a big Etude gifting this year, and I'm gonna get it. I wear their hat enough.
Talking of name mispronunciation, so obviously I've got a weird name that doesn't sound anything like it's pronounced, and a lot of people find it hard to pronounce Irish names as well. So what's the weirdest pronunciation of your name you've heard so far?
Who's
I'm,
that? Who's
I'm
that
guessing
for
this is
you?
directed to me, is it?
Well, we'll start with you. Yeah.
Change his name.
I think Irv,
Skip
I think
the
Irv, I'm pretty sure Irv called me shit for brains at one point. That was bizarre.
McGugan?
McGugan.
There was a lot of couples.
Pump, you're the one who gets all that shit. Like, that's why he's pumped.
I get like really annoying kind of ones that like you say it's Cahill and then it's like Carl. Like, and like a nice Carl and this like and like you know when someone's looking at you like you've definitely got that wrong. Like you didn't even try, you know.
And that actually, why is your nickname Pump?
We
Yeah.
don't know. We
Don't
don't
know.
know.
That is a funny
That's the
story.
answer. That's the answer. It came from the aliens. We don't know.
Because his full name's Pumpy.
What's
Have
your
you ever
middle
tried
name?
spelling Cahill?
It's easy.
Yeah.
CHCHL.
You know, you're missing
Near
the
enough.
PUMP.
BUMP, yeah, exactly. Oh dear. So Joe would like to know, what are your favorite or the best, in your opinion, new and upcoming Irish bands, other than yourselves, obviously, but you're not that upcoming, but kind of upcoming. You know what I mean?
New Dad.
New Dad, yeah, I met them.
I knew that.
I had a messy day out with the singer from New Dad at a festival in London.
Oh, wow.
All right.
I don't know if she'll remember, to be honest.
Fair. I was when you were saying about wanting to be in another band, I was like, I'm not going to answer New Dad for this because then I can't be in the crowd having the time of my life for their stuff. Yeah, New Dad for me.
Yeah. What about
Junior
you?
Brother always.
Junior Brother, yeah. I went to
Yeah.
see Thumper and Sprints there on New Year's. I thought they were both great.
Yeah, Sprint's one of my favourite new bands. Definitely. Love them.
I haven't heard
John
of him.
Francis Flynn.
John Francis Flynn, yeah, another.
Yeah.
He's
Okay.
Stoke from Derry, but they're not really up and coming, but I just wanted to talk about them again.
And then out of all the places you guys have toured so far or just been to personally, have you got any particular favourite places in the world that you've been to?
Greece will always have been a special one.
Yeah, that was
Have you been to
crazy.
Turkey yet? Because I'm half Turkish. Have you been to
No
Turkey?
way.
Yeah, actually,
No.
Because if you like Greece, you'll definitely like
I've-
Turkey.
I've stopped
They
off.
just treated us so unbelievably
Airport.
kindly in Greece.
Yeah,
They're so nice.
Good food as well.
Yeah, amazing. Yeah, they stuffed us with it.
yeah. As soon as we landed, we ended up in this cafe. A load of our lads kind of just
Yeah,
reading their newspapers and smoking their cigarettes, and then out of nowhere, just food kept coming and coming and coming.
Yeah. Oh man, that was special.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't been to Greece for a long, long, long time. I need to go back.
Mm.
So,
Yeah, it's a good spot.
ooh, do any of you guys have any tattoos?
Yeah.
Are there any that you regret getting?
Yeah.
I actually don't have a regret, no, funnily enough. I have ones that I laugh at, but I don't regret them. Yeah.
No. Like, I have. How many have you got now? Do you reckon?
20 odd, don't know, something like
Oh,
that.
really? Like, see, I've got about 9, I think now, and most of them are by Elliot. You know, Elliot Lane, who does the Crave. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I was out with him on Halloween last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a cool guy.
Yeah, it's a good boy.
I've been doing it for ages. We keep putting it off.
Like, I have to avoid going to his shop, otherwise I get another tattoo.
He does like a lot of Tom Call stuff, doesn't he?
Yes, yeah, because they live in the same building.
Yeah.
Right.
Nice.
I got a fox tattoo when I was 18, and it was to try to replicate the tallest man on Earth's horse tattoo. But I
Right.
didn't want to replicate his tattoo, so I got a fox instead. But now it looks like a cat. It like it doesn't look. Look at it like.
I thought it was meant to be like Orchard Thieves or something.
Well,
Oh,
Orchard Thieves,
Jesus.
Oh, that's
Orchard
quite
Thieves
cute.
started
Whoa.
branding themselves
Whoa.
as a fox the same summer. Like,
Hey,
it's so. Look at it. That is not a
Yeah.
fox.
It looks like Damien's
that
wearing a fox right now on his head.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So what's the plan for the rest of the year then? So obviously we've got the album, we've got the tour, and then what's going on? Summer festivals?
Oh yeah.
Festivals, Right Album 3. That's the plan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you started on that yet, or?
Not yet.
That's always cooking though.
There's a few tunes ping ponging around from the last one, ready to leap out of this again. But
Yeah, there's the ones that we could just didn't put on it. They were still
Yeah.
really good.
there was definitely tunes that there was definitely a good few tunes that we really loved, but it just didn't make sense. Once we figured out what this album was, we knew that those songs weren't that, but they're definitely still there. So it's an exciting place to be.
Is there
but-
a kind of overarching theme then for this new album that's coming out?
No, I haven't figured it out at all yet.
No.
Well,
The theme
the
is
one-
to get it out quicker than the last one.
We could already have an album name, you know. It's possible that we have an album name somewhere in the cooker.
Okay. So is there anything you guys would like to say to our members?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Loads of thanks and love.
These are legends.
And peace, and peace, and peace.
Peace and love.
Thanks,
Peace
man.
and
Yeah,
love.
thanks,
Peace
guys.
and love.
I want to ask Andy his workout routine, because that was one of the things that actually blows my mind, that he's in such good shape every time I see him. Still, he's just fucking made of cement.
It's commendable for sure.
And I want to know. I want to replicate the cement look every time he's in front of me, but I never can quite get there. It's always a good inspiration though.
I just can't wait to see everyone. Honestly, can't wait to see everyone at the shows. Have the crack. You know, I hope people start making funny T-shirts.
What-
Yeah,
Making,
do you know the
really,
bootlegs?
really
Well,
weird, deep, funny T-shirts with our faces on it and shit. That'll be
All right, I'll just go place an order now.
Great.
All right, cool. Is there anything else you'd like to say before we kind of wrap up?
Mm, it wasn't me.
All right, cool. Well, thanks so much for doing this, and we will see you soon. I think the first gig I'm going to of yours is Rough Trade for the in-store.
Unreal.
Great.
I'll see you guys there.
Yeah.
Unreal.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Yes, thanks so much.
Bye.
Thank you.
See you
Bye, guys.
later.
Peace.
Bye.
Love.
Bye.
Yeah.